My people, my fellow Biafrans in the old river state, I want you to know we are with you. Please ignore what is happening in that state because we have our own goals and directions. We told you all, the naysayers who believe in that is called Nigeria. We told you, nothing good can come out of a shithole. Look at what this one is doing. This one who claims to be a president. To the Yorubas, this is the best you gave to that shithole called Nigeria. Declaring a state of emergency in the old river state. Let us hear him speak. But it's embarrassing and shameful. Listen.
I feel greatly disturbed at the tone we have come to regarding the political crisis in Rivers State. Like many of you, I have watched with concern the development, with hope that the parties involved will allow good sense to prevail at the soonest. But all that hope borne out without any solution to the crisis. With the crisis persisting, there's no way democratic governance, which we all fought and worked for over the years, can thrive in a way that will redound to the benefit of the good people of the state.
Oh, dear, do you call this a democracy? you call this shit you are doing in that shithole the democracy? You think you're a democratically elected president? What a disgrace. That's how low that zoo has fallen. That every Tom, Dick, and Harry, as long as you have the go-ahead from Britain, from the Chatham House, as long as you have the blessing of the Kaaba, but there was a condition, a caveat of a Muslim ticket, then they can make you king over the people, against the wish of the people. And now before your eyes, this man is now extending the greed over Wiki that he placed somebody as a governor in River State. And the person chose to sit upright. It's now a problem. To my people in the Biafran world, let it sink in. This is why we say we are leaving Nigeria. Hence, we said goodbye to Nigeria because Nigeria is a failed state. The greed of this man is overwhelming. Let's continue.
The state has been at a standstill since the crisis started, with the good people of the state not being able to have access to the dividend of democracy. Also, it is public knowledge that the governor of Rivers State, for unjustifiable reasons, demolished the House of Assembly of the state as far back as 13th December 2023, and as up to now, 14 months after, now rebuild the same. I have made personal interventions between the contending parties for a peaceful resolution of this crisis.
Hold it there. You call that an intervention where you called him and you were reading out a riot act against the governor. Something Obasanjo could not do to you. In 1999, Obasanjo tried it with you, but he couldn't because he respected his lane, that he couldn't interfere to that level to a governor in Lagos State. But you now, you are treating Fubara like a villager, like a gate man, like a houseboy. You read him a riot act against Wike, who has spent 8 years as governor in that state. You see, people like this can deceive the gullible ones, the deaf, dumb, and blind, those who are myopic, those who are shallow thinkers, those who poverty has made them to lose their self-confidence. But men like us, you are fooling yourself. You are a disgrace to the Yoruba race. Those that claimed you are a Yoruba, you are a disgrace to them. Even though we saw your passport, your Beninois passport, or is it Gambia? We saw your passport. But those that claim you are Yoruba, you are a disgrace to yourself and to the Yoruba race. They called you a terrible president, and the zoo was shaking. NYC was shaking, begging them to take the video down. You are worse than terrible. You are a criminal. You are a fraudster. You are a drug man. An imbecile. Come and shut me down now, idiots. Continue, I beg.
But my efforts have been largely ignored by the parties to the crisis. I'm also aware that many well-meaning Nigerians, leaders of thought, and patriotic groups have also intervened at various times with the best of intentions to resolve the matter.
Yoruba, this is the best you could give us. Yoruba, you allowed the Fulani to keep on using you guys. But you pride yourself to be the best, the most educated in Nigeria. Tufiakwa. You guys out there, you disgrace yourself all the time. Not all of you. The Afonja ones. I'll be careful because I know deep inside there are so many good ones out there. But the Afonjas, those that believe in politics in that zoo called Nigeria, those that claim they have a mutual partnership between themselves and those in the north, people that brought Sharia to your land, you say you love them. There's a partnership. People that brought their headsmen to your land to steal your resources, you say you love them. Blame the Igbo, but we love the Fulani cabal. People that blew Ibadan, they threw a dynamite there to check the level of gold. They tilted the soil to see how much gold is in your land. Ibadan, a great state, was bombed by the Buhari government. But no, you love them. You have a partnership and MOU. Signed up with them. With the Mietela to come to your land, to carry their cows, to come and chop the grass in your land. As if the grass in Yoruba land is sweeter than the grass in the north. I keep on asking myself this. An MOU to come and chop grass. Let their cows, let the headsmen come with their AK-47 to come and chop grass in the land of Yoruba. As if the grass in Yoruba land has more juice, has more vitamins for their cows. You guys, you disgust me, man. You should be ashamed of yourself. You claim to be the most educated. But you allow those that suck the breast of the cow, those that drink the urine of the cow, those that shower with the urine of the cow, those that make love, fellatio with their cows. You allow them to rule you guys, push you guys around at their will. And you claim you are the most educated. To hell with you and your so-called education. You guys, you are a bunch of cowards. Only a coward will act this way. This same man, he urinated on himself. He poured water on his agbada to look as if he has urinated, just to be president. He put a vine on his hand to pretend he was on drip, on medication. He was acting sick to fool the caliphate. And they felt he would die in office in 6 months. Hence, they gave it to him. But look at how low he had to go. He stooped so low to be president. He pissed for pants. Some said no, he didn't pee in his pant. He poured a water in his pant. Then when he doubled to the Oba, it now showed it was all planned. And so what? Just to be president, you stoop that low. You degrade yourself. You disgrace yourself to be president. Fiakwa. What the people? Let's continue, I beg.
All the efforts were also to no avail. Still, I thank them. On February 28, 2025, the Supreme Court, in a judgment in respect to all about 8 consolidated appeals concerning the political crisis in Rivers State, based on several grave unconstitutional acts and the disregard of the rule of law that has been committed by the governor of Rivers State, assumed by the evidence before it, pronounced in very clear terms, and I quote, a government cannot be said to exist without one of the 3 arms that make up of the government.
Holy dear beg. Hi, God, Lord have mercy. Greed, poverty of the mind. This man has stolen billions. This man has made billions. He's in his late 80s. A man that should be in a care home to enjoy his loot. You have stolen enough, but because of the greed in you, the poverty of the mind will make you in your old age to be doing this nasty thing you call politics. When will you enjoy the money you've made? It is expected, say, at old age, you relax and enjoy your wealth. Your children will bless you. You have good health. You relax in a care home. You have the best of life. You get the best medication. You enjoy what you have labored for all your youth. But you in your old age, you are still doing this. You call this politics. An old man that should be in a care home. Nigeria, poverty is in the mind. No matter how much you get, because of the greed of the national cake, the greed of the oil, you will want to remain there. Even when you are dying, you still remain there. Poverty of the mind. You guys, you disgust me. You all should bury your head in shame. You claim the youths are the leaders of tomorrow, but you are in your elderly age and you are still doing your so-called politics. You are doing to Fubara what Obasanjo could not do to you in 1999. You say, man, you claim you were pro-Nadeko. You were one of the pioneers of Nadeko, the prince of Nadeko. But you have done worse than IBB and Abacha. I said it. Your government in that zoo is worse than Babangida and Abacha put together. You guys, you disgust me. Very, very shameful. I better continue. Animals.
Under the 1999 Constitution, as amended. In this case, the head of the executive arm of the government has chosen to collapse the legislature to enable him to govern without the legislature as a despot. As it is, there's no government in Rivers State.
Listen.
And I quote, the above pronouncement came after a catalog of judicial findings of constitutional breaches against Governor Siminai Fubara. Going forward in their judgment, and having found and held that 27 members of the House who had allegedly deflected, and I quote,
allegedly, according to you, 28 men we saw flying the flag of your zoo APC, singing and dancing, marching forward. You say it is allegedly. Only in Nigeria can elephant fly. To those in the old river state, it is time to grab your destiny in your hands. The implementation of Biafra may start from the old river state. The way things are going now, the implementation of Biafra in Biafra land may start from the old river state. I implore you all to please rise up to the occasion. Rise up and take your nation from the enemies. They have come for the resources. They have come for the oil. For 6 months, they will drain your land. They have come. You guys must rise up to the occasion and say, not in your land. Protect yourself. Nigeria expired in 2014. From 1914 to 2014, that's 100 years. The amalgamation was signed for 100 years. Nigeria has expired. Nigeria is a fraud. It's living on a false document, an expired document. They should be sanctioned for even calling themselves Nigeria. They should be sanctioned. It's a fraud. Hence, I'm calling on citizens of the old river state. Wake up, rise up, and protect your state. Your destiny lies on your hands, not in the hands of those old, dirty, stinking fools, those idiots that claim to be in politics. Your destiny lies in your hands. Do what is right. Protect your territory. You own the land, not the cabal. Not this old man here, not the cabal. You own the land. You are the owner of your land. Protect it. Fight. Die for it. if what's come to worst. Defend it. Defend it, I say. The implementation of Biafra may start from the old River State. Let's continue.
Valid members of River State House of Assembly and cannot be prevented from participating in proceedings of that house by the 8th respondent, that is the governor, in court with 4 members. The Supreme Court then made some orders to restore the state to immediate constitutional democracy. These orders include the immediate passing of an appropriation bill by the River State House of Assembly, which up to now has not been facilitated. Some militants had threatened fire and brimstone against their perceived enemies of the governor, who has up to now not disowned them. Apart from that, both the House...
All out there, Joe. You can only do this in Biafra land. We build that now. You now only get mouth. They buga for Biafra land. All you can do is buga your buga in Biafra land. But that day is coming. That day when this thing you are doing will be null and void. It's coming now. 1 2 3 is coming. Because with all the headsmen happening, the Fulani headsmen, the kidnappers, terrorists happening in the north, you've said nothing about it. You keep mute. They are killing the Christians in the north. You said nothing about it. No state of emergency was raised in the north. But because of this young man here in the old River State, you are here bugaing. They talk trash. You are placing the state of emergency. See who they talk. Oh God, my people, now, look, you guys got to wake up, man. Do what is right. Defend yourself. Defend yourself. We have a nation now. Defend yourself. Biafrans in the old River State, defend yourself. We have a nation now. Don't be scared of these people now. These people have nothing on you. These old men in power, they have nothing on you. Defend yourselves. They have nothing on you guys. Defend yourselves. Continue, I beg.
Have not been able to work together. Both of them do not realize that they are enough to work together for the peace and good governance of the state. The latest security report made available to me show that between yesterday and today, there have been disturbing incidents of vandalization of pipelines by some militants without governor taking any action to contain them. I have, of course, given stand order to the security agencies to ensure safety of lives of goods people of River State and the oil pipelines.
Oil pipeline.
With all this and many more, no good and responsible president will stand by and allow the grave situation to continue.
Is this your king? To those in the zoo, is this your king? Is this the one you call your president? See how he's speaking. Very disorientated. Editing, and editing. Can't even make a single sentence without chopping and editing video. Is this your king? Is this your Caesar? God have mercy. The Nigeria you know today, you shall know no more. We are gone. We the Biafrans, we are gone. Biafrans in the old River State, I declare, the implementation of Biafra may start from the old River State. It may start from your region. Protect yourself at all time. Defend your land. When the killers come to buy you, defend yourself. You know what to do. If they know the Ife. Oh my God, listen to the jaw. Let's continue.
Taking remedial steps prescribed by the Constitution to address the situation in the state, which no doubt requires extraordinary measures to restore good governance, peace, order, and security. and the circumstances, having soberly reflected on and evaluated the political situation in Rivers State, and the governor and deputy governor of Rivers State,
bunch of jokes,
having failed to make a request to me as president to issue this proclamation as required by Section 305, Paragraph 5 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it has become inevitably compelling for me to evoke the provision of the Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today.
Hola there, that was your plan from the beginning. We know how you guys roll. When it comes to the case of the Biafra land, things begin to happen. It's always different. Our case is always different. But I want you guys to know that we are coming to implement Biafra. Whether you like it or not, we are coming to implement Biafra in Biafra land. So come with your military, come with your Fulani military, come with your Islamic military to our land. Come with them. We shall defend our land. You have made the biggest mistake of your life. An own goal you've scored against yourself. You same person that said you don't believe in one Nigeria, the same you from your mouth, you said, you proclaimed you don't believe in Nigeria. We never knew that your so-called activities in Nadeko, you were just a spy for Abacha. You were a spy in Nadeko. You were giving all the activities of Nadeko to Abacha. We saw those pictures. If not, how come, if you believe so much in the antics, the policies, the principles held by Nadeko, how come you will be the worst president, that your activities is even worse than that of Abacha himself? It makes no sense to me. Your behavior just shows that you were one of those working for Abacha. You were a spy. You set up the guy, the good man, Chief MKO Abiola. You were a spy to Abacha. If not, there is no way you will run a so-called government this way. The MKO that we know, that we love, that we trusted, that we voted for in 1993, there is no way he will run a government the way you are running it. So you cannot claim to be a student of Chief MK Abiola. It's impossible. You don't believe in the school of thought of Chief MK Abiola. You were a spy in Nadeko. I said it. All you did was to put yourself against MKO to outshine him, and you went through, fraudulent means to outshine him. You were boasting. Well, me, I was a president. Abiola died. He couldn't be a president. He died, but me, I'm alive. I am the president. What a shameless old man. Eh? At your age, a billionaire, you have stolen money enough. You have dried up Lagos. You have sucked Lagos dry. And you're still doing this. To the Biafrans hearing my voice, now you know the kind of people that believe in Biafra. When you see me speak this way, you know I am pro-Biafra. So I am watching our leaders out there in the absence of Simon Ekpa. I am watching the way you address that zoo called Nigeria. I don't want you guys to be sweet, nice, careful in your wordings when you are speaking about a criminal enterprise called Nigeria. You must call Nigeria for what Nigeria is. Please, going forward. If not, I will start to suspect you guys. Call them the way they are. Call them for what they are. A shithole country, as described by the President of America, Donald Trump. A fantastically corrupt country, as described by Lord David Cameron. Call them for what they are. Don't give them no nice words going forward. If not, I'll start to suspect you. To the government of Biafra, do what is right going forward. Address the zoo with the right name that fits them. I have no love for that zoo. I hate Nigeria with a passion. I hate that zoo with a passion. And I pray to God to wipe out that zoo, if possible. Wipe it out from the face of this earth. I will never forgive you guys. The same way my father did not forgive you. You stole his houses, 10 houses, and you called it abandoned properties. A man who was doing well, doing his business, trading from Biafra land to the bite of Biafra. Back in the days, we were trading within Biafra land up to the bite of Biafra. We were not going to Lagos to trade. Let me give you guys some rema now. Back in the days, we were not going to Lagos to go and do any business. We're doing our business in Biafra land up to the bite of Biafra. Ambazonia, Cameroon, around those places, the riverine areas, the seashores, we're doing businesses there. And all the money my father had, he was a millionaire in the 60s. This criminal country stole it and they gave him 20 pounds. A man who had 10 houses in the 60s. What you call your real estate now, he had it in the 60s. And when the war came closer, he had to abscond. He ran away. And they called him abandoned houses. After the war, he came back to reclaim his homes. But they refused to give him. He went to court. And he lost all cases. With the 419 law, the lawyers exploiting him, stealing his money, saying they were fighting a case. At the end, he lost all cases. They said there was no claim for him to regain those houses because they are now abandoned properties. According to the rule of that shithole called Nigeria. So the same way my father did not forgive Nigeria, I will never forgive Nigeria. They stole from me. That shithole country stole from me. My life, my destiny. Somebody who was a millionaire in the 60s. He was in no politics. Had earned money and you gave him 20 pounds to eat and die. You stole his money and gave him 20 pounds to eat and die. You guys who are billionaires now in politics, it's because you went into politics. You've stolen from the people to become a millionaire or a billionaire. But my father worked his ass off. A very smart man who was into business. He understands trade, the international trade. Offshoring trade, nearshoring trade. Onshoring trade. But you stole everything from him. I will never forgive Nigeria. But we thank God. He uses wisdom to start afresh with 20 pounds. I told you the story how he bought a rally bicycle. 20 pounds left. He bought a rally bicycle and rode from Biafra land to Lagos. I told you the guy's story. So don't expect me to respect anybody that believes in Nigeria. May God punish you and your fucking Nigeria. I hate you guys with the passion. I hate that zoo with the passion. Animals. Continue, I beg.
8th March, year 2025, and I so do. By this declaration, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Fubara, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the House of Assembly state are hereby suspended for an initial period of 6 months.
You don't have the right to suspend anybody for 6 months. If they know what is right, they must defend their state. You have no power to suspend an elected man. He was elected the same way you were selected to be the zoo president. He was elected by the people. You have no right to do that. But I'll be watching. I'll be watching how my people in the old River State will react. But you have opened the door for us to implement Biafra, starting from the old River State. This thing you've done, this your action, has opened the door, a leeway for us to start the implementation of Biafra from the old River State. Let's continue.
Meantime, I hereby nominate Vice Admiral Advocate Ibas, retired, as administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state and the interests of the good people of Rivers State. For the avoidance of doubt, this declaration
twice
does not affect the judicial arm of Rivers State.
Hold it there. Did you see the editing? Very childish editing. Ordinary one sentence, one coherent sentence. He can't make it. One sentence, they can't. They cut. Baba Sokbe, Baba Sokbe. God, you guys, you disgust me. Is this your best? To the Yorubas, is this your best? Are you not ashamed of seeing the Fulani disgrace you guys all the time? Picking the worst amongst you to represent you. Are you not ashamed? Is this what you call partnership? Are you enjoying this so-called partnership? That the worst amongst you is being picked up every time. And when the best comes out, they buy him. MKO was one of the best. Yes, we know his history, but at least the people loved him. The people voted for him. But they buyed him. They chose the best. The worst from you. And you say, oh, there is this special relationship between the North and the Southwest. Femi Fani-Kayode quoted. He said, that I quote, "Nobody can break this alliance, this special bond. We have this new alliance between the North and the Southwest." And I was laughing. What a bargain. What a deal. What a deal. You see also, we know that, look, we the Biafrans, we know sabi tell lies. That's why people hate us. We know sabi tell lies, but truth is good. The truth is bitter, but every part of it is sweet. The truth is bitter, but every part of it is sweet. An oxymoron. Bitter, sweet. The bitter truth. Oxymoron. The truth is bitter, but every part of it is sweet. Oxymoron. So that's who we are. We know sabi tell lies. We don't know how to tell lies. Our parents did not teach us how to tell lies. We are not yes men. Someone like me, I don't know how to tell lies anymore. I call a spade a spade. So if you hate on me because I'm saying the truth, now your fault be that. Me, I say, now your fault be that. Continue, I beg.
Shall continue to function in accordance with their constitutional mandate. The administrator will not make any new laws. He will, however, be free to formulate regulations and may be found necessary to do his job, but such regulations will need to be considered and approved by the Federal Executive Council.
Fubara, let me tell you what's going on. This is the handiwork of Wiki. They planned this thing from the beginning. I'm not here to hear this man. I don't believe in the zoo. Let the dead bury the dead. Give what belongs to Nigeria and to Biafra. I ain't got time to speak, to hear this man speak. I ain't got his time. But Fubara, I want you to know what's happening to you now is Wiki. The man they appointed is a wickedest man. And until the 6 months will turn to 1 year, 1 year there will be a review, 2 years, 3 years, until you leave your power. That was the plan, unfortunately. Hence, I hope our Biafrans in the old River State will do what is right. we may have to implement Biafra from the old River State. The way things are going, because Fubara will not be allowed to rule again. I'm saying it the way it is. Because at the end of the so-called 6 months, they created another problem. They will create another problem and blame on Fubara. And they will extend the 6 months. Extend it again. Extend it again. And that'll be it. 2 years already gone. 2 more years. That'll be it. That's what Wike and Tinubu wants to do, because he wants to win the old River State in his politics. He believes in politics. He believes in 2027. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. To the Biafrans, please ignore that zoo called Nigeria. We don't have their business. We don't have any time for them. We dewait them. We know where we dewait them. We know where we dewait them. But this is the beginning of the end of that zoo called Nigeria. The Nigeria you know today, you shall know no more. Thank you, all my people, and may God bless you, and may God bless Biafra. Thank you.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.